हाय एवरीवन। गॉड मतलब डर लगता है यार लाइव भी आने से। अब डर लगता है बिकॉज क्या बात करेंगे। व्हाट द एफ एफ व्हाट द फक विल वी टॉक अबाउट other than just ranting about Manchester United, like just the fact that we are sorry, चाय खत्म कर रहा था बिकॉज जिंदगी तो खत्म सी हो रही है एज अ मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड फैन। I mean, क्या बोले? What should we do? Where should we go as fans? Like, we have nowhere, absolutely nowhere to hide. We are हर हफ्ते हम आते हैं, हर इनफैक्ट अब तो हफ्ते में 2 बार हम आते हैं, सोचते हैं चलो कुछ हो जाएगा, कुछ हो जाएगा, पर नहीं, nothing happens, no pass, nada, कुछ भी नहीं होता। We Manchester United fans keep suffering and suffering and suffering and suffering, and nothing ever happens. Why is that? There are a multitude of reasons for that, but क्या करें? मतलब as fans, where should we look out कि अच्छा ये एक reason है? Like we have no sense of conviction. हमारे पास कोई sense of एक वो नहीं है कि अच्छा इसकी वजह से हो रहा है, या ये reason है, या ये ऐसे ठीक हो सकता है. Nothing. It's just that we as a club are absolutely a shambles. हम एक game, and I'm saying एक game, yeah, we are in such a bad condition right now that it's actually unbelievable, unfreaking believable as to how bad we are right now, how pathetically annoying we are right now. It keeps on pounding and pounding and pounding our brains. मतलब इसका कोई एंड ही नहीं है, इसका कोई एंड ही नहीं है। मतलब there is Ten Hag. He seems to have run out of ideas. He seems to have run out of steam. Players, his signings have seemed to run out of steam. There are injuries left, right, and center. There is a lot of chaos left, right, and center. There are people unhappy left, right, and center. There are suspensions. There are disciplinary issues. There is the Glazers thing. There is no sale ka kuch bhi. There are losses everywhere we look. यहाँ loss, यहाँ loss, यहाँ loss, यहाँ loss. एक ड्रॉ तक नहीं कर पा रहे. We literally lost to Galatasaray. I can't remember it properly, but जितना मैंने सुना था कल गेम में, it was when they scored their first goal, let alone three. When they scored their first goal, it was their first away Champions League goal in about 10 years, 10 or more years. That is the shambles we are in. Galatasaray, they did not even look threatening in the second half. We came out and were looking to run away with the game. We came out and we were looking as if we'd be the ones who would absolutely dominate the game, who would absolutely take the game away from the opposition. But what happened? Quite the opposite. We just gave them goals. Like कोई सर पैर नहीं था उन goals का जो हमने. We just gave them away because we don't have that mentality. It's not an attitude thing anymore. It's not a sort of a tactics ka thing anymore. It's just purely a mentality thing now. I'm so sorry to say that, but it is just matlab you really, if you wanted to, you couldn't point out what was wrong with this team because there is मतलब ऐसा कोई outright issue नहीं दिख रहा है. ऐसा कोई outrightly ये नहीं दिख रहा, okay this is wrong, okay this is ये हो रहा है वो हो रहा है. No, it's just that we are not up for it. What does that mean? That means कि हमें बस नहीं, मतलब नहीं हो पा रहा है, कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा है. First goal, we score and we concede. We score and we concede. And not just yesterday. ये कहानी रही है इस पूरे सीजन की. We score and then we concede. We score and then we concede. We score and then we concede. And this just tells us it's that mentality thing again. Goal maro, rest karo. Bhai, kya? And we did that yesterday twice. In fact, I would even count it thrice because that Icardi's missed penalty was like a goal for us. And still we fucking slept. Rather than trying to get to Galatasaray and get to winning ways. Get that third goal and be the winner. You be the winner. Fucking fucked it up the other way. We gave them the goal. We gave them the satisfaction of walking away with all the 3 points at Old fucking Trafford, which is just so disappointing. I'm just looking at some of the stats. It's just so annoying, man. And the worst part is that players are not performing, and it's not even ki cohesive unit अच्छा इसकी it's just what क्या किया डालो ने, like डालो ने क्या किया कल first goal में, just if someone could tell me डालो ने क्या किया कल first goal में, what the fuck was that, just tell me what the fuck was that. It was absolutely nothing. It was just pure negligence, mindset ka issue. Wilfred Zaha is pushing you, the ball is coming up as if it's like the slowest thing in the world. And what do? You just let it go. You just let it absolutely go past you, which is just so sad, man. It is just so sad. Being a Manchester United fan right now, when you rarely see your own team performing the way it did, it is absolutely horrifying. It is absolutely saddening and maddening because because you know what, it just seems that there is no end to this bullshit by Manchester United. It just seems that there is no कोई सर पैर नहीं है जिस जो भी हम चीजें करना चाह रहे हैं. There is no coherency. There are no players who are up for it, who look like all right, these would be the guys who could take us out of this rut. कोई नहीं है. There is absolutely no one who's doing that, and I just feel it's a shambles. It's an absolute shambles right now. And yeah, man, but Ten Hag has to figure this out, man. Like Hojlund, what a star we have on our hands. What a player we have on our hands, and we just cannot take this lightly. We cannot be as a club like this for long, because if we are, again and again, players like Hojlund won't stay with us for long. I feel bad. In fact, he's not one who's doing exceptionally well as Bruno Fernandes, but I feel bad for players like him. Like they are demanded worldwide. They are demanded across Europe. But they are here. But are we really doing anything with them? Not really. Carabao Cup में फिर Man City बाहर हो गई. We'd again be looking at the Carabao Cup. We face Newcastle, who at this moment, the way we are playing, भाई तोते उड़ जाएंगे हमारे. I swear. तोते उड़ जाएंगे, मतलब बिल्कुल बिल्कुल तोते उड़ जाएंगे हमारे, the way we are playing. And yeah, man, I just have no words. कुछ भी नहीं है मेरे पास कहने को. मतलब इट्स लाइक व्हाट आर वी डूइंग, लाइक क्या करना चाह रहे हो तुम, लाइक व्हाट इज योर गेम प्लान. You let Galatasaray have the ball. You let Galatasaray dominate you even for 15 minutes at Old Trafford in a Champions League game. Galatasaray hadn't scored a freaking goal, hadn't scored a freaking away goal for the past 10 odd years. 2015 or 2012, I'm not sure, तब से लेकर अब तक उन्होंने एक, let alone three that we fucking conceded, एक एक अवे गोल नहीं मारा था उन्होंने चैंपियंस लीग में. दे गेट रटेड आउट ऑफ द चैंपियंस लीग एवरी टाइम. दे गेट एब्सोल्युटली प्लॉन्डर्ड. बेशिकताश, बशकशायर, हम बेशिकशायर से भी हार गए, हम गैलेटासारे से भी हार गए. both the times it was the same goddamn manager. उनका एक वो जो व्लाहो पता नहीं व्लाहोविच नहीं व्लासिच करके या पता नहीं कोई ऐसा प्लेयर था उनका बेशिकशायर का कैंप पोजीशन में, एब्सोल्युटली थ्रेटनड अस. एंड यस्टरडे जो अर्तोग्लू जो भी था उनका, ही एब्सोल्युटली रैन द गेम फॉर देम. So it is overall just a shambles, yaar. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bhai. It is just overall a shambles, man. It's just a shambles and nothing more. Onana. Man, what do you say, man? What do you say? I mean, Onana is just giving us nightmares. Her United fan ka, her Onana fan ka nightmare is coming true, that he is getting the one thing which he's good as, which is his footwork. He's getting that wrong, and now if he starts getting that wrong, it was like the hair. Uska footwork to kabhi tha hi nahi convincing, but then he started to get his saves wrong. It's almost of the same ilk. Saves, चलो अगर वो डहेया लेवल के ना करे, वो एक decent goalkeeper level के करे, but if he's immaculate with his foot, we at least have one thing to cheer. But if he starts making the mistakes he did like yesterday, बहुत मुश्किल होने वाला है for us fans for trying to defend Onana. And it's not about defending Onana. It's about कि मतलब वो है यहाँ, वो है. He's gonna be here, and we know what the position of a Manchester United goalkeeper is, and we've seen legends fail here in any position, and especially at the managers and at the goalkeeping position. Post Peter Schmeichel, we were Sar, who proved out to be an aged gem for us. David De Gea, when he came in, he was absolutely under the pump. He was conceding goals left, right, and center. Clean sheets कहीं आसपास भटक भी नहीं रही थी उसके गोल के. But we all know how that went. He probably अगर ट्रॉफीज होती है उसके पास, अगर वो ट्रॉफी वाले एरा में खेल रहा होता, अगर मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड जीतती ट्रॉफीज, he would have been clearly, hands down, our best ever goalkeeper. He would have been. But क्योंकि he is lacking the trophies, obviously, although he is not. Apologies. Yeah, he in terms of his personal accolades, he has three player of the season awards, which isn't a mean by any means. By any means, it isn't a mean feat at all. मतलब उसका ये कर जाना is just absolutely, मतलब it just shouldn't go under the pump history throughout anything. It just shouldn't. It should be remembered as always. Keeping that in mind, that is where we need to sort of think about the fact कि time लगता है, इस क्लब में समय लगता है for keepers to adapt. They are always under the scrutiny. Look how Ramsdale just went. It went to a point wherein he was even replaced, and आज तक हमने उसके बारे में बुरा भला नहीं सुना compared to the level of Onana or anyone else. So you just know this position at this club, any position at this club वैसे तो, but especially this position at this club is absolutely scrutinized. मतलब you just can't get away with it at all at this position at this club. So yeah, it is absolutely detrimental. It is absolutely necessary for Manchester United to keep their ground. मतलब जो हुआ वो हुआ, all right, we need to keep our spirits up. Let us go on to the fixtures. I'll just share the screen in a moment. Obviously, as you guys know, मुझे थोड़ा समय लगता है. My boomer ass needs some sort of space and time before I go into this. But yeah, we just have one game, which is so sickening and so saddening, man. We just have one game before the international break yet again, and we'd have such a shit tally to go into the international break with. And yeah, we face Sheffield United after that, and Copenhagen, City, Newcastle. It just doesn't get easier than that. Fulham, Copenhagen again, Luton Town, Everton, Galatasaray again, Newcastle, Chelsea. Yeah, I'm just going to load them on the screen here, but it just is an absolute shambles, man. It just is an absolute shambles here. Uh, yeah, yeah. I hope it's visible to all of you guys. Right. So, yeah, there you go. We just have Brentford now. We just purely have Brentford, who we need to face before the international break kicks in. And as I said, it's just too bad that it's only Brentford, man. I mean, from the moment we had this Crystal Palace game, I was like, win them against in the Carabao Cup. उनको हराओ, उसके बाद जाओ आप उनको फिर से लीग में हराओ, उसके बाद आप जाके गैलेटासारे को हराओ, उसके बाद ब्रेंटफोर्ड कराओ. Get these 4 wins, you'd have some confidence. उसके बाद you'd go into the international break. But we have literally lost 2 on the trot. मतलब after probably the first proper full performance from Manchester United against Crystal Palace in the League Cup, हमने उसका more than negative भरपाई कर दिया by absolutely fucking it away in the next 2 games. It was an absolute disgrace the way we played in the next 2 games. And बस भुगत रहे हैं भाई, भुगत रहे हैं. मतलब we have what, 9 points in 7 games or something in the fucking Premier League. We've already lost 6 games this season, which is just way too many. You can't lose 7 games when the season is barely begun. You just can't. I'm so sorry. It's a shambles. It's an absolute shambles. 6 or 5 games, I'm not really sure properly, but yeah, man. To win the Champions League, we said bottom of our group. Copenhagen to come. 2 Copenhagen games become so very important now. 6 points have to come out of that. We have to pray that Bayern Munich beat Galatasaray, because if they don't, then it's problems for us. We might end up in the Europa League. So what's the point of trying to come third, second, फोर्थ आएंगे हम, थर्ड आएंगे हमसे क्या फायदा, क्या है जब आप चैंपियंस लीग के ग्रुप स्टेज में इतने कन्विंसिंगली बाहर हो जाते हो? कोई फायदा नहीं है उसका, कोई कुछ नहीं है. जो इकलौता फायदा है, जो हम रोते हैं, हम अपनी छाती पीटते हैं, हम अपना गला खराब करते हैं. It's almost like it's all for Glazers, because the only people benefiting even 5% from a group stage of Champions League are the Glazers. It has got nothing to do with the club because Glazers को पैसा मिल गया, advertising revenue मिल गया उनको Champions League में आने से. But but United को तो कुछ नहीं मिला. वही सड़ा हुआ prize money, which again is attested to the Glazers yet again. We as fans get nothing. At least, see, I don't believe in this. Quarterfinal तक जाना चाहिए, at least semi-final तक. A lot of it depends on the on 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 the groups or on the ties that we get. Groups rather on the ties that we get. मेरे हिसाब से ये रहता है कि in actually analyzing the ties that we get, उस हिसाब से अपनी expectation set करना कि okay, should we qualify, should we not, and stuff like that. So उसके हिसाब से मैं decide करता हूँ. But round of 16 तो must है. Whether you get the group of death, whether you get the easiest group ever, whether you get a group like us, which is a bit on the difficult side, but not the most difficult ever. You have to, as Manchester United, you should be easily getting through groups in the Champions League. मतलब आप अगर उस पोजीशन में भी आते हो कि आपको ग्रुप से ही निकलना पड़े, ग्रुप स्टेज में ही निकलना पड़े, शर्म. It's an absolute embarrassment for a club like Manchester United अगर ऐसा हो. And I believe it's just bad. Kanishka Singh's here. Welcome, Kanishka. Is Lindelof the new Vidic? What? What? I hope you're kidding, man. I hope you're absolutely kidding. I hope you're kidding, Matlab. What? What? He's probably the weakest Scandinavian I've ever seen in my life. He is probably he's the weakest. Look at Hojlund, man. Look at Hojlund. Like the way. All right. This is some twat trolling going on. This is some twat trolling going on. Should United sign Mbappe as a backup for Rashford and Garnacho? You know what? You should have really said Rashford and Sancho. That would have been better. Or maybe bring back Greenwood as a backup option for Anthony, Anthony and whatever. Yeah. So you're trolling obviously. So matlab that यही रह गए हम basically. Kanishka, you're absolutely spot on, or whatever your name is. You're absolutely spot on, man. That हम troll ही रह गए. We have absolutely become a troll of a club, and we just can't seem to do anything about it. Like what do we do? What do we do? Where do we go? I don't know. The next game is against Brentford. I fear them, man. They are one team that sends danger. They are one team, Jonah. दुखती नग रस जो भी होता है वो क्या कहते हैं उसे दुखती नस नस पे हाथ रखने के बहुत 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 काबिल है मैन. Apologies for that Hindi. But मतलब वही like they just sense fear. They smell fear in their opposition, especially top six. ये जो top so called top clubs होते हैं इन सब के like वो गले पे पाँव रख के मार डालेगी यार. I just fear that. Let me check. Home है away है. Oh, it's at home again. अब तो मुझे either way डर लगता है. Like we have been twatted by Crystal Palace and Galatasaray. The goal difference at Old Trafford for the last two games is minus fucking 2, which is just a shambles again, which just tells us that क्या चल रहा है ये. मतलब I have no, like, Ten Hag seems to have run out of ideas officially. It seems like we are under the pump. He's under the pump for sure, and yeah, मतलब लग रहा है कि मतलब this could be a very fucking long season. One positive that I discussed earlier, one positive that I discussed earlier was Hojlund. All right. I don't know, अभी serious है या नहीं, but she at least says, on a serious note, Man United hasn't been able to reset under new managers. You still have players like Martial, Maguire till this season. Jones and Bailly were here as well. You use the word "you" still have players. If you don't mind me asking, which club do you support in? कौन से club का आप banter लेके यहाँ पर आए हो? So that'll be the more interesting part to know. But you're absolutely spot on, man. You're absolutely spot on. We haven't been able to recycle and refurnish the squad as well. And to be honest, you know what? It's not even about the squad anymore. Like the team that was put out yesterday, the team that was put out against Crystal Palace, it we have to beat. Like we have to. Like Amrabat, Bruno. I'm talking about the whole squad. Ericsson, Casemiro, Hojlund, Rashford, Garnacho, Varane. I know Martinez is injured, but Martinez. It's just this team should fucking beat anyone on their day, and at least Crystal Palace and Galatasaray in the games that we fucked up basically. Real Madrid, fair enough यार. मतलब जूड बेलिंगम कल सेलिब्रेशन कर दी भाई. Hojlund ने, जूड बेलिंगम and and Kylian Mbappe दोनों की एक ही मैच में which was pretty interesting to see. City sold ये समझा नहीं मैं reference नहीं समझा what do you think about Liverpool? What do we think of Liverpool? Shit. What do we think of shit? Liverpool. That's all right. भाई यूनाइटेड फैन से पूछ रहा है यार लिवरपूल कैसी है मे बी आप होगे लिवरपूल फैन मैन आई डोंट केयर लेस अबाउट लिवरपूल आई एम हैप्पी दैट you guys if you're a Liverpool fan I'm assuming that Liverpool is in the Europa League and I couldn't fucking enjoy life more but that's the thing I would have loved that if we were winning some of our Champions League games as well all right City sold Palmer for 45 and you guys sold Fred for 15 that has to be the joke lol Maro and Maro, you can banter it around, and we signed Fred for 50. And you know what? By the way, whoever this is, Kanishka, um, yeah, I actually think it was one of our best sales in the recent past, and I know that has to be attested to our shit sort of selling that we have been witnessing for the past some years. But Fred ko 15 में बेच देना after getting 6 years out of him, I actually think it was a good sale. I couldn't care less about but the sad part is I would have really loved agar McTominay fuck off ho jata. The fact that McTominay is here and Fred has gone up, he would have been everywhere in that midfield. Every fucking where he would have just been everywhere, covering every blade of the grass. Bhai Saab, I really miss him. I really do. Yes, he had shit games, but one thing which he didn't lack was intensity and his willingness to keep on moving and keep getting the ball back and stuff like that. Abhi said 7-0 boring ho gaya yaar boring ho gaya chal boring ho gaya if you have really good football some football to talk we can have an open discussion if you don't fair enough we can open the history books and have we knocked you off the fucking perch have we knocked you off the fucking perch we'd have to go deep into that then so let's have discussions here which don't revolve around 7-0 6-0 6-1 6-2 20 Premier Leagues 50 Premier Leagues this that much all right. Palmer hasn't done much, and Fred stepped up against big teams like Barca and Arsenal. He should have gone. See, I absolutely agree with your point. I'm not fundamentally disagreeing with your point, Kanishka. But what I'm trying to say here is that the fact that we have been absolutely shit in terms of selling our players. 15 actually seems to be quite a good deal that we've done for Fred. It's just amazing that हम 15 भी निकाल पाए उस बंदे के लिए I actually am surprised like look at what we were going to do with Maguire 30 में बेच रहे थे हम उसे after buying him for 80 so come on come to Anfield बिल्कुल आएंगे यार there's no game which we can skip right so we'll come to Anfield Chris John, welcome, brother. He says, when the game was 2-2 and we needed a goal, Ten Hag didn't bring in players, but after you went 10 minutes, he bought in everyone. What the fuck? Yup. Questions are being asked. Questions are being asked of Ten Hag, and they should be. They should be. He's not immune to criticism. Yes, there should be backing. There should be an absolute sense of backing for Ten Hag, but criticism is so necessary. So fucking necessary. And you're absolutely spot on. And to be honest, you know what? मैं इस पूरे गेम को yes Ten Hag needs to be criticized and stuff but if it was 40% Ten Hag yesterday it was 60% the twat players that were on the pitch matlab they just fucking bottled it man we came out of the half and we were looking like I remember 65th-ish minute mein Bruno had that shot on goal that kind of outside the boot kind of half volley wala shot and we were the team every time we went forward we were like fucking hell we'll score fucking hell we'll do this we'll do that but we didn't and then we did and yet again that shit thing of us conceding just after we've scored a goal like kal dekho yaar just look at yesterday what was that fucking goal even what was that fucking goal even that first goal that we conceded just tell me that what was that goal anyone in the chat just tell me Zaha just held Dallo like he was nothing. Like he was absolutely fucking nothing. And he just absolutely dominated him physically and just scored a shit goal. किस्मत हमारे साथ नहीं है. Injuries पे injuries हो रही है. There's nothing positive. We can't catch a break. As Prakash Bhai says, welcome Prakash brother. He says, why can't we catch a fucking break? We can't, man. नहीं लिखा है. It's not in our horoscope. It's not in our time. right now for us to catch a break. We're losing. It's not even drawing or winning 1-0 or sneaking in a draw. We are actually losing games. That's the worrying thing, like for me. We are not just getting through or somehow and stuff like that. We are losing games and losing games pretty bad. If you know what I mean. Like we are losing games pretty bad. Uh Prakash Bhai says first season under the manager is always good, then all downwards. First season positive syndrome, second, third season shit syndrome. That's all I can say, man. Abhi Bora says Abhi Bolla nahi, Abhi Bora. Honestly, I want the see. That's what we're talking, Abhi brother. Brother, let's have this discussion. How good would it be for everyone if the old, nahi hai yaar. This is not Manchester United what we're seeing right now. This is just not Manchester United. But we as fans need to accept that jitna bhi hum bol that it isn't. It is. After all, it is. Chris says it's been the players for some time now. We tried to change some of them, but the situation just doesn't change. We're facing an identity crisis, especially on the pitch. No patterns of play, fluidity. Chris, you're absolutely spot on. You're absolutely spot on. Because what has happened is we have a shit bunch of players. We get a couple of players. They're the ones who rejuvenate us. Then those shit ton of players leave. And then the players who actually rejuvenated us in the first place become the problem. Now, he's my favorite player, Bruno Fernandes. I can't imagine Manchester United without him. But now when I look at him, I just feel that when he's on the pitch, yes, he gives us that edge. Yes, he gives us that chance creation. But if he's having an off game, he's such a liability. He's such a liability. Because you know what? When you have Hannibal Mejbri, like someone like that, he has absolutely opened my eyes to new perspectives as to how Man United can play. Which is play it simple. City fan, anyone if in the chat, because आज बहुत multi-diverse fans आए हैं. There's a lot of multi-diverse crowd today. So I'm asking if any City fans or any City fans see this, do you have any players who dribble in your team? Like, and I mean constantly dribble. Jeremy Doku has just come right now. Jack Grealish just cuts inside. Riyad Mahrez used to do a bit that to just step overs and then pass. What you guys do is you have the winger, you take one player on half and half, and then you pass it into the space. As soon as you pass it into the space, the passer, the guy who actually passed the ball, goes into the other direction, goes into space, and that is what you do. De Bruyne, does he dribble? No. Haaland, does he dribble? No. Jack Grealish, a bit. Bernardo Silva, can he dribble? Fuck yes. Does he dribble way too much? Not at all. That is what you do. Pass and move into space, pass and move. I'm not trying to make a song. I'm just trying to get this fucking fact. This is what they freaking do. And this is a trait I saw in Hannibal Mejbri. He just gets the ball, he passes, and then he's always available as one passing option. He's always available as one passing option. You tell him to track back, he's the first one to do that. And that's the thing. His distance covered isn't all because of his tracking back. It's also because of his movement on the ball. And we saw a lot of that by Christian Eriksen when he came just into the club. That there was a lot of movement by him off the ball when he was trying to get into positions and he was creating patterns of play for everyone else. So basically, uske ek certain position mein rehne se, there was an overload and stuff, and then that used to create a lot of space for others. So yeah, Kanishka comes back and she says Jose in the second season came and won Europa, came second and won Europa. Oli also, I think he won Europa in his first season. Yeah, he won three trophies in his first season. I count the Community Shield as well. I count the Charity Shield. It's the biggest trophy I've ever won. So I think he won three trophies according to him in the first season only. Yes, he came second in the second season, which was, as he said, in my managerial career, it's the best achievement. Trust me, football heritage. Oli came second in the second season. I know Glazers are shit, but when Ten Hag deserves criticism, as all the signings were approved by him. You're spot on. You're spot on, Kanishka, here as well. That he's not immune to criticism at all. Like at all. Like let's be straight. Let's be forward. He is not immune to criticism at all, and he probably should be getting criticism for what he's doing, for maybe what his signings are doing. At least this season, his signings were absolutely fantastic, at least for me in the last season. But this season, they've absolutely been shite. So yeah, he does deserve criticism where it's due. United is such a big club that they can get Pep and Klopp sacked. Even Postecoglou has been going through the same thing, but they are grinding results. See, Kanishka, you just talked about the fact that first season, second season, I really don't give a shit about Postacoglu. It's not because I don't give a shit about their club. I hope you're back at this channel more and more, but moreover, till the end of the season, at the end of the season, let's see where Tottenham finish. I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's see where Tottenham finish at the end of the season. That's all I'm going to say about that. Grinding results, this and that, I've seen it way before. Antonio Conte was leading. Jose Mourinho was leading. Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho were first in the Premier League table. Spurs. New manager, don't care too much. It's just get on the ball and play an outrageous ball which Rashi has to chase. Absolutely. Chris, where were you, my friend? Chris, keep joining us. I need people like you in the comments supporting me. Please, Chris, come on. This is what I wanted. Thank you, man. I'm not fanboying over you. I hope you don't get creeped out, but yes, this is what I wanted. It's about trying to be simple sometimes. Casemiro, when he showcases his creative side. He can do that when there are not many. Mount, Bruno, Ericsson, Casemiro, Rashford. You can't have so many players whose first instinct is to do something that gives the ball away 7, 8 times out of 10. Yes, you're praying for those 2 times, but you can't have 4 players in an 11 who do the same thing that can result in us losing the ball 6, 7, 8 times out of 10. We need at least 9 to 10 players like Mejbri who don't play it too safe, if you know what I mean. Like, just don't do a Lingard and pass backwards every time, and also don't do a Bruno every time. Just hit a Hollywood pass, hit a Chacha Chaudhary pass, hit a I'm the only one who exists boss pass. That I'm the only one who can save United, saving complex type of pass. When we are losing, when we want a goal, he asks the defenders. He literally jumps on centre back, said, "Give me the ball, mujhe ball do, mujhe ball do, mujhe ball do," and then he tries to ping it up. Teams know that you're going deep and you're waiting, and then you're pinging a ball. Everyone's gonna track that fucking run for fuck's sake, and we keep doing it. Abi says, I think Onana is constantly doing silly mistakes. Now it's an issue in itself. It's an issue altogether in itself, man. And then there's a lot to talk about. Yes, we can discuss if you guys want about Onana as well. Chris comes with yet another fantastic question. Jiska answered maybe Einstein would have. So, where do we go from here? Excuse my terrible singing, but where do we go from here? I'll tell you where do we go from here. We go into the fucking international break, wiping off our tears, and I'm almost obliged to sing another song, wherein it's an advice for all Manchester United fans, and I'll say, save your tears for another day, because there's another day for Manchester United fans. There always is. There's always another defeat loading. There's always another setback loading. There's always a comeback FC. We have to stick together FC loading every fucking time. So don't worry. Way too many individual mistakes costing us. Conceding goals immediately after scoring is more of a mental block. It absolutely is, Wali bhai. You're absolutely spot on. It has got nothing to do with the tactics, nothing to do with the owners, nothing to do with the toxicity, blah blah blah. It has got everything to do with this right here. It has got everything to do with that mental block, which we are an absolute which we are an absolute sort of victim of. And yeah, as I said, like, we have to get past that, and we have to be better than this. It'll be a small request, man. It's just too difficult to be streaming these times and stuff, and we have to pick ourselves up here at NCR Red Devils. If possible for you, if you like the stream, if you find it interactive enough, you could like the stream. That really helps us out, man. If you could subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and also like the stream, as I said, really helps us out. But yeah, getting back to this, man. Chris says and echoes my point. Chris is my brother, Baisa. Where were you, Chris, man? I want you here in every stream. Chris, you better make sure you turn on the notification bells, because every time we go live, I want you here. I don't care if you're the only person here. I want you interacting with me. Get in touch, get in contact, get into a WhatsApp group. The link is down below. I will get you on the stream if you have to come in. If you want to come in, you can join in the stream, man. Absolutely spot on with your comments today. Couldn't care about Spurs' position at the end, the way they're playing, to do that in a very short span of time without the greatest striker. Fair enough. Karta appreciation, but I just have one question for that. How was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's United playing when he came in? 10 times better than what Spurs is right now. How was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's team playing when we came after lockdown? Absolutely fantastic. We played against Spurs. We absolutely battered them out of the park while we were dominating. They absolutely battered us out of the park into two when they started dominating. That's a different thing. I'm not saying much about that. But, but, but their style of play is not sustainable. They got aided by a red card against Liverpool. Nothing's gonna happen, trust me. Yes, they're better than last season. Yes, they are, but I've seen it all way too before. So Spurs too, as a club, they have a mentality block. They have a mentality block. I can see five, six people right now, and all I can see is 4 likes. Come on, guys, let's at least get this to 10 likes. This one video to 10 likes, it really helps us out. So if you haven't already, please like the video. I can see 6, 7 people right here, and yeah, I would want each and every one of you to like this video. Uh, Ma, Ma says Abibora, right? It's Manchester United. Is that what you're saying? But nah, as I said, now if we talk about Onana now, okay, okay. We're gonna end it with Onana, but right now we're gonna talk about Hojlund. I want all the comments to be about Rasmus Hojlund. We have talked about the shortcomings, this and that, but throw your thoughts about Hojlund. What do you think about him? What did you make of his performance yesterday? What do you make of it? Like, how do you see this guy playing? Do you really think this is one player that we have on our hands? This is one big player that we have on our hands. Do you think that, or do you think nah, he's just we're getting carried away? I think he has 4, 5 goals now. Plus 2 games and 3 goals in the Champions League. I think 1 or 2 in the Premier League, if I'm not sure. So 4, 5 goals. He's on course to at least getting 15 goals this season. Yes, see, this is me getting way too ahead of anything else. But as I said, but as I said, man, you know what? It's sorry, Chris's comment just caught me off guard because he's just. I'm so sorry, Chris, bro. I'm almost simping over your comments, man. But you're absolutely echoing everything I have right here, man. I have right here because I could even show the chat here. I was just talking to someone on a United group today, and I said, "Sheesh, he's deceptively quick." It's one thing to be slow. Obviously, we know that. It's one thing to be quick, and then there's this. He's deceptively quick. He moves in slow motion. He runs like this, but he's actually this. He's running like this, but he's actually this. And you don't expect that. What's his height? Let me see his height. Wait. Not weight. Weight. Not his weight. Weight. Right. Hoylund. Hoylund. Height. Wait. In feet. Give me in feet, man. 6'3". He's 6 fucking 3. He's 6 fucking 3, man. He's 6 fucking 3. And when a 6'3" runs as fast as he is, sheesh, sheesh. Guys, guys, I don't like to sort of do this again and again, but come on, let's while we're live, let's get this to 10 likes. Let's get this to 10 likes before we go offline because that really helps us out. It's on 5 if I'm not wrong. It's on 5 if I'm not wrong, and I can see 6, 7 people live right now. So 6, 7 तो ले जाना चाहिए हमें. 6, 7 तो ले ही जाना चाहिए मतलब. Come on, bro. I love your mentality. Mine. Thank you. And wow, why that pleasure? Abhi, very kind of you. Very kind of you. But to what do I owe the pleasure of having a great mentality, man? At least my club doesn't have. So I'm happy if someone is acknowledging my mentality, or is it a joke? I don't know. But nah. So Rasmus Højlund, as I said, as I asked the question, man, what do you think of him? Like deceptively quick, yes, absolutely point noted. But that chip, that Badtamizi, that audacity to chip when you're 1-1 and you're gonna go up 2-1 with that chip. That audacity to do it only in your second game in the Champions League, your Champions League home debut. To do that, to do that, that hold up play which he had, that absolutely majestical way with which he got past 2, 3 players and then pinged up a pass to Rashford in that great hold up play. Oh, Chris yet again hits the nail right on the head. He says, good hold up play as well. Maybe off the ball movement could be better, but he has the ingredients ingredients, but can judge him if he plays in the team that creates for him. Absolutely. And I was this when Rashford actually managed to pass that ball, because trust me, guys, I just wasn't expecting that. I wasn't no way I expecting that from Rashford to actually pass. What? For Rashford to pass? No way. Never did I think that. Never did I think that Rashford was gonna pass. But he did. He did, and to my happy surprise, he did, and it was actually a goal. And that hopefully that hopefully does set the tone right in his mind that yes, he can have great games if he just starts passing. Right. Chris has made another comment which I was going to address, but telekinetic at this point seems to be telekinetic. He's just reading everything in my mind, man. Yeah, Abhi says yesterday's contribution to the game was very good. I love his finishing class. I mean, to be honest, as a Liverpool fan, quite some bit about United. Cheers, love that, love that. I'd never have a problem with our rivals following us, man. Come on, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely delighted that you do follow Manchester United. I'm so sorry, I have some sort of you know foundation sorry, limitation in my internet going on right now. I don't really like it, but yeah. Yeah. So, with more people joining in, welcome everyone. Yeah, you guys are pretty welcome here. Your comments are welcome here. So we're discussing yesterday's game, and especially Rasmus Højlund's contribution to yesterday's game. We've all discussed about the negatives and stuff, and you can still talk about that. But if you're new here, if you could like the stream, subscribe to the goddamn channel, so it really helps us out. Chris says Rashi actually passes. This was the comment I was referring to. Rashi actually passes when he had to shoot. Bro, I talked about this yesterday. There is something wrong with. He has the footballing brain of the same ilk than that what he had 7 years ago when he started playing football. In terms of footballing brain, in terms of footballing knowledge, in terms of the know-how of football, in terms of being that intelligent player, like a Thomas Muller, and how players of these kind are sort of judged. He is probably one of the worst players ever, man. You criticize him in one game when he should have passed at least a gazillion times, and he went on this mad. He tried to do this mad dribbling, wo karna chaha, and just sort of he just wanted to do. He just wants to do that mad taking 4 or 5 people on, and just absolutely trying things out. He doesn't pass. We tell him, what you need to pass. Next game, all he does is passes. जो वो करता है वो बस पास करता है, जो वो करता है वो बस पास करता है. He doesn't even look to take the man on. I remember against Bayern, Konrad Lemar was the fucking right back. Konrad, there wasn't one instance in the game, guys. One instance in the game. One fucking instance in the game, except one. मैंने one बहुत बार बोल दिया, except one, that he tried to get past Konrad. It was Konrad Lemar, a certified central midfielder, a certified central defensive midfielder who knows fuck all about right back. Look what they did to Amrabat yesterday. He had to chase at least 10 times yesterday to get back into his position, because he had that tendency, and he was probably given that free role of getting into midfield, and he was absolutely being caught out of position every 5-10 minutes. Rashford को पिछली गेम में बोला fucking pass for fuck's sake. All he did was pass, and it isn't even intelligent passing. It's Rashford gets the ball, he does this fake little dummy step over, takes it onto his left foot, and just shoots it. It's not even a pass, just shoots it into the box without even thinking of a run, without thinking of a post, near post, far post. He just, the literal definition of put it in the box, put it in the dangerous area. He doesn't even do that properly. He just shoots it laterally towards the box. He just does that. Yesterday, if you've seen Rashford, I don't know how he's gotten through the academy. He can't pass. Like you guys would have played football. I've played football. आप लोगों ने खेला होगा. He can't pass. As in, I don't mean pass. What I mean is, like you have a football, right? And you pass, like you hit it like if this is your foot, you hit it like this, right? You hit it like this from the side of your foot, and you pass. Rashford can't do that. Like Rashford ka pass is always a flighted shoot, or he has to do that like एक ही जगह पे खड़े होके like without a backlift. He just passes. Like he can't just cross. You know what I mean? Like Dallo crosses. Like you, if you know what I mean. I hope you're getting what I mean. Like I remember Joker dancing here. So yeah, as I said, it's almost of that. I've just seen this. Like he has to knuckleball it even to pass. He has to knuckleball it. I see eight people right now. I see eight people right now who are watching the video. Again, a small request, like lads, at least let's get the number of likes corresponding to the number of people. Let's get this to 10 likes. I'm so sorry I'm spamming the word likes like so much. I've never done it before, but I really want this one to get to 10 likes because you know what? You know what? We had to do this detailed review yesterday. I'm so sorry. It's just horrible. What and discuss too, man. At least in India, you wake up, you go long. What you get is utter bullshitting, absolutely utter bullshitting, bull fucking shitting, and then you got to go to sleep. And then the next time you just want to see our game or see anything, and then you want to go live and talk about it, you just don't have the energy to. So yeah, it's just that bad for us. But yeah, uh, right. Chris says, or maybe just he just saw his captain making a run and had to pass. To be honest, that's the thing, man. उसको पास पास इतना चला गया दिमाग में that now honest. He has to get that balance right. He has to get that balance right, man. He has to get that balance right. Right. Onana had a masterclass. Would love to discuss the modern ball playing goalkeeper fetish with some. We've discussed this many times, Mojo sir. We've discussed this again and again. Nothing's gonna happen. Everyone can just shove that modern goalkeeper thing right up the backside. Nothing's gonna happen if we have players who can't play out from the back. Galatasaray fucking fucked us up with their press. And yes, we're gonna talk about Onana now because yeah, we have to. Like we can't keep hiding away. I tried to deny it as much as I could, but we have to talk about it. Nothing's gonna happen in this modern football shit, modern keeper, modern football shit if we don't have the players who can back it up. I just believe until the time we don't have the structure, we don't have the know-how, we don't have the minerals to play out from the back, the risk appetite, the quality, the train, the patterns of play to play out from the back again. Modern keeper, he ground like when there's a corner or the opposing team's on the attack, he he's a bit far forward. That's the only thing I can say about Onana that I've seen attesting him to. There's anything else that is really. You know what he needs? Passing options. You know what he needs? Passings. You know what he needs? Not a fucking static. Not a fucking static. It's glitching for some reason right now. And can't really figure that out. Why? Right. Let's just get this off. Get this off. Horrible tackling from Amrabat. He escaped the Palace game with a yellow. He needs to be less aggressive. Yeah, yes. Them down, man. You know, we conceded from that shit free kick game against Crystal Palace, and yes, it is welcome. The aggression is welcome. The it needs to be in sync with what's Apologies, lads. Apologies again. Do you think Onana was at fault for the last goal? Right. Let's take this one. Abhi, you bro, you follow United a lot. Great, great. The first yellow of Casemiro is not fair. I I have mixed opinions about it, but I would really like to take this up, like Chris's comment, like he is one watcher, man. I mean, I think he's my twin in terms of football watching. Like we've got dangerously same opinions, man. Do you think Onana was at fault? See, Onana was at fault. Onana did a mistake. There's no denying that. Was the challenge really necessary by Casemiro? Because if you look, the challenge that he made was a certain penalty, was a certain red card. Penalty is a certain goal. I know the goal wasn't conceded from the penalty yesterday, but penalty more often than not is a certain goal. So if he makes that challenge, it's anyways going to be a goal because it's going to be a penalty, and we go 10 men down. Like we go 1 man down, we reduce to 10 men. Was it really required? Especially Dries Mertens ka jo touch tha, that really took it wide. I just thought that was an absolute error from Onana. There's no two ways about it, but I think it was an error in judgment from an experienced player like Casemiro. You know what really a Casemiro thing would have been? Jumping into the tackle and then doing and then getting out. That is something that probably Casemiro does, like he's one of the best people at doing this. Jumping into the tackle and then just getting away from it at the last second. He does that so well because then the striker is exposed as necessarily wanting to have contact. Like he's like we saw Dries Mertens, he knew the contact was coming and he was almost like just going like this before the contact came. And had he done that, if Casemiro had backed out, it probably would have been a yellow card for Dries Mertens instead. So yeah, but I mean, it was Onana's fault. No two ways about it. No two ways about it. Absolutely. But I think it was an error in judgment from um, um our Casemiro as well. Yeah. Again, there's 6 people I think viewing, and I'm not able to see the number of likes right now. Let me check. It better be more than what it was the last time around, because as I said, the target for this one is at least 10 likes while we are live, and would really love for that to happen. I think someone is just unliked, because I think one has gone down, but come on, if it's possible, if you could, to everyone who's new, if you could like the video, that really helps us out. Anyways, as I was talking about the fact that, yeah, Andre Onana, Kushagra bhai, welcome. He says, Onana will come good, but these results are costing us. Oh, absolutely. They are costing us time. They are costing us way too much, way too much, way too much. And we need to be wary of this. We need to be wary of the fact that, yes, we will come good, this will happen, that will happen, but we can't let the season slip away from us this into the season. He says, I feel very bad whenever they lose games at Old Trafford. The fear of Old Trafford. Well, we only had the fear of Old Trafford back last season, and now people are saying, like you're saying right now, that the fear is gone. Come on, come on. That'll be pretty pathetic. That will be pretty pathetic. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, that'll be pretty pathetic. That if we now think that the affair has gone just one season into it, so that'll be pretty bad. But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it's just a scare right now. Hopefully it's just us trying to get back. Hopefully it's just us catching form sooner rather than later. Because if we don't, if we don't, it really is a big test for us. It really is a big test for us as we go down the road. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be a very long season if we keep playing this way. Do you think Man United need a proper left back? Bro, we can't do this Pogba thing. Since Pogba came into this club, we have started now saying that we need players, for certain players to perform. Like if we have this player supporting this player, then people can perform, if you know what I mean. So like we did this. Oh, Pogba doesn't, at Juventus, he had Claudio Marquisio, Andre Pirlo, Arturo Vidal, blah 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 blah. Iska baap, iske chacha, iske tau, iske dada, playing for him, and then he could do his thing. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If everyone talks like this, then there's going to be zero performers in the squad. So you know what? And you talk about proper left back. I think probably till the time he was not injured, Sergio Reguilon was our best player of the season till now. Shaw probably one of the best left backs in the world. For me, he is. Yes, some people disagree, but for me, he is. Sorry, just gonna take a sip. So yeah, for me, he is. Sorry, for me, he's absolutely one of the best left backs out there, and he does that. So I don't think it's a left back issue. The left back has got nothing to do with what shit Rashford does. It has got absolutely nothing to do with what shit Rashford does. So yeah, welcome Sidon fans. You're becoming one of a regular as well. Onana performed like a novice third choice keeper who came in when the first goal got a red card and then second got injured. It's costing us a lot. All right. Oh, it was a story stitch. All right. So you're basically saying he's like a noob third choice keeper, which gets the chance to play when the first one gets a red card and the second picks up an injury. All right. He was almost that. Well, ये तो काफी गहरी बेइज्जती हो गई. ये तो काफी गहरी बेइज्जती हो गई. I can see the likes have moved up to 6. Four more to go. Four more to go. Four more to go till we hit the 10 wala mark, which is going to be fantastic for us. It'll be a new achievement. It'll be the first time that we would be touching 10 likes in a live stream. That'll be great. That'll be amazing. But yeah, oh, so yeah, as I said, ये तो काफी गहरी बेइज्जती हो गई भाई. To say that Onana is like a novice third choice goalkeeper who doesn't expect his chance to come, but when his chance comes, he absolutely shits the pants because he wasn't expecting. Because the first choice got a red card and the second choice picked up an injury. Fair enough, fair enough. Good banter there. But yeah, we have to stick with him. You know what? We know how De Gea was for us at the beginning, and we know what he went on to become at this club. And now I know everyone's not going to be De Gea, and not every keeper is going to turn out and become David De Gea all of a sudden. But what we need to keep in mind is that we cannot be berating and absolutely twatting our goalkeepers. Goalkeeping position, as I said earlier in the stream, and I'm saying it again, goalkeeping position कोई आसान position नहीं है at Manchester United. No position is an easy position. No new player sort of gets it easy at Old Trafford, but especially because there's this old saying, when a striker or a midfielder, not really a midfielder, it's mainly about the striker. When a striker, does a mistake, commits a mistake, it's a goal kick. When a keeper gets does a mistake, it's a goal. So as a gully expert keeper myself, I just know how shit it is being a goalkeeper in this respect. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's hit the target of 10 likes during this live stream. It'll be really fantastic. I can see the watching going up. Absolutely fantastic. A big thank you to everyone who's interacting in the chat. Really love that. Really love that. And as I said, it is what it is. Oh, Kushagra just says exactly what I just said. Unfair, but it is how it is. It is the same for everyone. It is the same for every team's goalkeeper. It's just how the sport's been built. So we cannot keep it as excuses. But what we as fans can do is that stay right behind him. Yes, he's doing the deed. Yes, he's committing mistakes here and there, but it's only going to make it worse if we are onto his shoulder, on right up his ass, and we keep just fluctuating with our views, and we keep ourselves on his ass and criticizing the shit out of him. I think Onana is a great keeper, but he needs. Yaar, Abhi, bro, you started out as quite a douche on this video. 7-0 Liverpool fan, blah blah blah. Come to you're transformed, man. Yeah, you're welcome. You're more than welcome here, man. You're holding good football conversations, and that's what we do here, man. Absolutely fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. He's a great goalkeeper. And as Chanak said, I have no doubt. There's no doubt. He played the Champions League semi-final and then the Champions League final the next season. So he has the potential to be one of the great goalkeepers in the world, and I believe him. We back Andre Onana. So yeah, we do back Andre Onana, and at least I have the full backing. The only people I don't back is those fucking twats thinking कि उसके आ जाने से सब चेंज हो जाएगा. कीपर एक आ गया, मॉडर्न कीपर आ गया, यूनाइटेड वुड प्ले लाइक प्राइम पेप वाली बार्सिलोना, प्राइम पेप वाली सिटी, प्राइम ग्वार्डियोला prime Klopp wali Liverpool. That was never going to happen. Till the time we have the pattern of plays, till the time we have the attire, the desire, the tenacity, the hunger, the risk appetite to play out from the back, nothing's gonna happen. No one player can fix us. No one player can fix our ideology, our style of playing. It has to be a cohesive effort. Assam, love from Assam, brother. Double the love from Delhi, brother. Double the love. Double it up and take it. Take it. Take it. Double the love, man. Love to have you today, man. Love to have you today. Would love to have you into more and more conversations. If you're available, we could have a good chat before the Liverpool game. I'm sure you'd be up for it. So everything like that. Good, good, good. Found a lot of gems today, man. Chris, thank you so much. Abhi, brother, you. There was Tani Kanishka. Beg your pardon, I got the name wrong. Sidemen fans is becoming more of a regular. So yeah, appreciate the support, man. Absolutely appreciate the support. So yeah, as I was just coming to the end of all of this now. So yeah, if we sort of summarize all of it, United in a big shithole, can't catch a break. We are under free fall right now. Just man, gravitation G 9.8 meter per second square की acceleration से poof, free fall, free fall we're witnessing, and that is what we're witnessing as a club. It's Manchester United. This is not Manchester United. This is not what we as fans signed up for. 2:30 a.m., 2:45 a.m. at night in India, and we fucking go to sleep with the shittiest minds ever. And hopefully this isn't the case more and more. We need to catch a break. We have one fucking game remaining before the international break. We had the aspiration of winning the last four games before the international break, which was Crystal Palace in the cup, which we did, Crystal Palace in the league, Galatasaray in the Champions League, and then Brentford in the Premier League. And then we should have beaten, hopefully, which we could still, but that was the aspiration years ago. It feels that Sheffield United, we'd beat Sheffield United, so there'll be 5 wins on the trot. But we fucking won one, then lost two, and then we have won against Brentford now. And this is a team, when we're under the pump, I really fear this team, because this is one team that senses pressure, that senses nervousness, that senses that opportunity to get the hold of top six clubs, get on the neck of big clubs like Manchester United, and I'm really fearful of that. And I hope we have a better game. We have a good game than this one. If we talk about the positives, oil. Oh, by the way, the one thing which we didn't discuss, yes, we discussed a Casemiro's red card, but he's going to be out for the next game against Copenhagen. And I don't know how kitne sare matches ka ye hai ban. Maybe it's one, or maybe it's two or something. I think it's one only. So only against Copenhagen would he be out. Let me check if the Copenhagen game is at our home or is it away. Mm, it's at our home. Fair enough. We face Brentford at Old Trafford. Then we face Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. And then we face Copenhagen at Old Trafford again. And then we face City at Old Trafford, Newcastle at Old Trafford, Fulham at Craven Cottage, Copenhagen in Copenhagen in Denmark, then Luton Town at Old Trafford, Everton at Goodison. All right, I'm not going to go that far. I've really jumped till which month? Which month? I've jumped till 25th November. Then we face Galatasaray in Turkey, and then Newcastle at St James's. That's to December, right? I've jumped the gun till December. Yeah. I mean that's what United has done to me. Like how we've lost 4 games now, if I'm not wrong. We lost 4 fucking games, won 3 games, 7 matches, 7 matches, 9 points. That's absolutely shit. That's absolutely and utterly shit. And 21, 24. We need to win the next 5 games on trot to have an average of 2 points per game. So 12 games or 24 point. That's the next target for us. We need to win 5 games on the trot, and I'm absolutely positive that we ain't gonna win that. So that's that. And to end it all, we discussed about Andre Onana. Yes, we discussed the shining piece of yesterday's performance, which was Rasmus Højlund, and what a player we have on our hands. And then absolutely we discussed the the shambolic, the horrifics of Andre Onana. And then we said, yes, he's at fault. Yes, he would improve, but he needs to improve soon, and we need to keep going and keeping the faith in Andre Onana. With that thought in mind, thank you so much to all the new guys and the loyal old ones for supporting and joining today. It was an absolutely fantastic. Thank you for supporting, because this interaction, this chat is really needed in streams like these, because guess what's the motivation for coming up live? It's you guys, nothing else. Till the time, keep supporting, as I say, keep supporting United as hard as it gets. Like the stream, subscribe to the goddamn channel, turn on the notification bell because when we go live, you'll be the first one to be notified. With that thought in mind, as I said, I'm going to repeat it again. Keep supporting United as hard as it gets. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. I'll speak to you guys in a bit. Cheers.